Republicans are getting increasingly more unhinged in their attacks on Zoran Mamdani following his win in the New York City Democratic mayoral primary. And they're really being led by the top. Take a look at what Donald Trump had to say in a recent press conference.
Your beloved New York City may well be led by a communist soon, Zoran Mamdani, who in his nomination speech said he will defy ICE and will not allow ICE to arrest criminal aliens in New York City. Your message to communist Zoran Mamdani?
Well, then we'll have to arrest him. Look, we don't need a communist in this country, but if we have one, I'm going to be watching over him very carefully on behalf of the nation.
Yeah, so that's obviously gross, and it makes sense to focus on Donald Trump being gross and implying that he's gonna lock up a mayor because he disagrees with them or because he's brown and scary or whatever it is that's bothering Grandpa today. But also, whoever that interviewer is, the journalist, is that how you usually ask questions of the president? What's your response to communists, Zoran Mamdani? Yeah. Of course, he mispronounced the name or whatever, but like that's not usually how we do this. So can CNN do that? In regard to Republicans, fascist, blankety blank, can we just do that now? I mean, it's clear, but anyway, this is how you other people and all of that. They're very comfortable in this because he's young and he's popular and he's connected with voters and he took down a political dynasty in the Cuomos, and so he must be stopped. Not by campaigning against him or running a good candidate, but you deport him and or lock him up. And so that's what they're talking about. And not just prompted in interviews like that, but Donald Trump goes on Truth Social and says, as president of the United States, I'm not gonna let this communist lunatic destroy New York. Rest assured, I hold all the levers and have all the cards. I'll save New York City and make it hot and great again, just like I did with the good old USA. So all of this is very strange in the way that he always is, and there's propaganda and there's weird race stuff in it. So that's what he has to say. Mamdani responded to this, saying this: the president of the United States just threatened to have me arrested, stripped of my citizenship, put in a detention camp and deported, not because I've broken any law, but because I will refuse to let ICE terrorize our city, like actually protect the people that live there. His statements don't just represent an attack on our democracy, but an attempt to send a message to every New Yorker who refuses to hide in the shadows. If you speak up, they will come for you. We will not accept this intimidation. That Trump included praise for Eric Adams, which he did, in his authoritarian threats is unsurprising, but highlights the urgency of bringing an end to this mayor's time in City Hall. At the very moment when MAGA Republicans are attempting to destroy the social safety net, kick millions of New Yorkers off of healthcare and enrich their billionaire donors at the expense of working families, it is a scandal that Eric Adams echoes this president's division, distraction, and hate.